Now, if you're watching this, then you're a gamer, probably a hardcore gamer, and you've seen the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer. And in my opinion, the trailer did a very good job of conveying what the console's about and who it's for, and I think the general consensus online and around YouTube is that people are excited for it, they're keen to see what it has to offer. And I think going by the reveal trailer, it's pretty clear that Nintendo once again are chasing the casual audience more than they are the hardcore audience. Now, obviously they're going to try to capture both audiences and they're walking a really fine line between the two. So this left me asking myself the question, what does Nintendo have to do to get a purchase from me on the Nintendo Switch? What areas do they need to excel in to satisfy a hardcore gamer? Now, I define myself as a hardcore gamer. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have a freaking YouTube account dedicated towards gaming. And I think hardcore gamers make purchases and decisions on systems such as the PS4 and the Xbox One on a set of very simple rules and points that have to be met before Sony and Microsoft get a purchase from the hardcore gamer. Now, obviously these points are purely from my perspective as being a hardcore gamer and they're just my opinion. So feel free to elaborate or expand upon down below in the comments. But what are these points and what must Nintendo and more specifically the Switch drive home to get a purchase from us, the hardcore gamer? Now, point number one, and I think it's the most obvious and the most important point, and that is games. You can't sell a system without good quality games and you have to have plenty of varied content. Now, we know from the past with Nintendo's Wii and the Wii U that they have struggled with content. They haven't had the third-party support, which delivers a lot of the time the adult content, which will capture the hardcore gamers. We know that they can deliver fantastic casual experiences and experiences for younger gamers or die-hard Nintendo fans, such as games like Mario and Zelda. But in order to get the hardcore, you have to have those adult experiences and there has to be plenty of varied content on your system. The Switch needs to be getting games like Destiny 2, Division 2, Dark Souls 4, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Witcher 4, the next Mass Effect title, and that's just to name a few games. In order for the hardcore gamers to pick up your system, you have to have third-party support, and it's something Sony and Microsoft understand. You have to deliver fantastic, original, exclusive IPs, which is something Nintendo do have, but you also have to offer third-party experiences, such as the games that I just listed. The two go hand in hand to sell a system. You can't sell a system without one or the other. Now, disclaimer, and I probably should have said this earlier, that I am a Nintendo fan. I like Nintendo, I grew up on Nintendo, but I can tell you now, if I'm only going to get Mario and Zelda, as much as I like Mario and Zelda, I've played it 100 times before, and I don't think I can invest more money into a system where I'm just going to get Mario and Zelda. On to point number two, and that is control interface. Every gamer will tell you how important control interface is, and if a control interface feels like crap, then gamers aren't going to pick it up. And that's probably also been a dividing point between Sony and Microsoft for so long. I know plenty of gamers that won't go to one system or the other purely based on they don't like the controller. So I can tell you now, Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch, if your control interface feels like crap, people won't pick it up. The hardcore gamers will steer clear of it and they'll stay with the tried and true Xbox or PS4 controller scheme. Now, we did actually see in the reveal trailer Nintendo tease a traditional controller, which kind of looked like an Xbox One controller, and I hope to God Nintendo have fine-tuned the shit out of that controller, because I guarantee if reviewers report that the controller just isn't up to snuff compared to the Xbox One or the PS4 controllers, then you've unfortunately lost me as a buyer and you've probably lost a lot of other hardcore gamers as well. Because every hardcore gamer will tell you and stress to you how important controller interface is. You shouldn't even have to be thinking about the controller while you're sitting back on the couch playing your games. It should just blend into your hand and you should be just getting immersed into the game world on screen. And I'll tell you now, the alternative to a traditional controller being the Switch tablet will also just not cut it for the hardcore. It might be comfortable and it might be okay, but compared to a PS4 and an Xbox One controller, I just can't see it being up to snuff. Now, onto my final point, and it's probably just as important as point number 1 and 2, and that is the online aspect of the Nintendo Switch. Now, back in the day, I spent a lot of time with the Wii U, and I even played a lot of Mario Kart online. I even played Call of Duty Ghosts online. I know, shocking game, crucify me, but yes, I did play Call of Duty Ghosts on a Wii U. And I think since the Wii and the Wii U, Nintendo overall just haven't adopted online in the same capacity that the Xbox and PlayStation have. while it is still there, it's just not on the same level. I don't go to that system thinking, hey, I'm going to have a fantastic online experience. The community's going to be there, the friends list are going to be there, the party chat's going to be there, and it all feels native to the system. It all feels very connected, and it kind of feels like a shared experience. Like you feel like your friends are literally a click away. But with Nintendo and their online side of things, overall, the experience just isn't on the same level as Microsoft and Sony's Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, you do have friends lists and you do have online functionality in your games, but overall, it just doesn't feel as native to the system. It doesn't feel as integrated as what the Xbox and the PlayStation offer. Now, if you've spent time with the Wii U or the Wii, you'll probably understand what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry if you haven't spent time with those systems and you are probably scratching your head going, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm sorry, but compared to the PS4 and the Xbox One, all of your online functionality like friends and party chat, it feels native and it's like at your fingertips all the time. And with the Nintendo Switch, it's something Nintendo have to nail. The online side of things has to be on the same level as the Xbox One and the PS4. It has to be native to the system. Otherwise, again, like, what's the point in picking up another system if it can't offer the same functionality or at least an on-par experience with what you probably more than likely already have, being the PS4 and the Xbox One? Alright guys, that's a wrap, and those are my personal points, and again, feel free to elaborate and share your own points down below in the comments. But I wanted to offer up those points because I believe those are issues that Nintendo have to get right and they have to iron them out in order for the hardcore community and gamers to make the jump and purchase a Switch. If they can nail those points, then it becomes a win-win situation. Like, we're getting the same experience we can get with the PS4 and the Xbox One, but on top of that, we're getting the cool functionality of having a portable console. So let me know down below, guys, what do you think? Do you agree with these points? Have you got any more? And as always, guys, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if I haven't done enough to get you over the line with a sub, then I highly recommend you go check out my channel, because chances are if you're searching for this kind of content on YouTube and you have an opinion on these subjects, then my channel's the place you want to be, so go check it out. As always guys, my name's Sully, this is One Guy's Opinion, and we're going to talk in the next video.